Hey guys, in this video, I'll show you what I did to fix my WordPress problems inside my online course business. I'll tell you what was the problem, what I did to fix it, and how things are working now. If you don't know me yet, my name is Joe. I run 2 businesses in the online course language space, and I've been doing that for 11 years. If you're having issues with WordPress, slow loading times, or site crashes, then this video may be helpful for you. I've been there, and I know how frustrating that can be. And I know other people feel the same way too. The reason I know this is because I've been in chat groups before where other people are asking the same question and they're wondering if they should switch platforms. I wondered the same thing myself. I thought a lot about this over the past weekend. I was in Japan for F1 Suzuka and I got to enjoy the experience without having to worry about the website going down. I was reflecting on how different this was compared to 2 years ago and how much better it was, and so that's why I wanted to make this video. By the way, if you like cars and you like F1 and you've been thinking about seeing a live event, then I definitely recommend checking out the Suzuka Grand Prix. It was an amazing experience, and if you like cars, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's really cool to see these cars in real life. When you're close to them on the track and you hear them racing around, they sound like airplanes. It's a really distinct and unique sound. I'll show 2 short clips from the race towards the end of the video so you can see how they sound. So back to WordPress. For a while, we had some issues that were popping up and they were really stressing me out. Our sites would crash without warning, and it always seemed to happen at the worst time. It might happen at 2 a.m. or in the middle of a conference. I'll tell you about 2 times that were particularly bad. The first time this happened was when I was at a conference with other online business owners. I got a message that the site was down right in the middle of listening to a talk. I had to leave and spend hours fixing the site instead of making new connections at the event. The second time this happened was at 11 o'clock, right as I was going to bed. I started to get Slack notifications that the site was down. Instead of sleeping, I ended up staying up all night trying to fix it. When our site crashes, we get lots of support tickets from upset customers that can't access the program. This creates a huge backlog of tickets for my team. The members get upset, and I don't blame them. They want to access the program, and they can't when they want to. This was really bad for business. We were letting our members down, and new members that signed up, this was a terrible introduction for them. And the thing is, I couldn't really enjoy events or travel because I was always wondering in the back of my mind, would the site go down? This was just a huge stress in general because I never knew when the next set of problems was going to come. Real quick, if you're interested in improving your online business and you want to hear tips and ideas from someone that's putting it to use just like you, then make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be making videos about what's working and what's not working in my online business. After dealing with these WordPress issues, we sat down and ended up coming up with 5 main problems that existed. Number 1, our development team needed to be more organized. They were good at fixing the problems, but we really needed to handle these things ahead of time. 2, we had plugin conflicts. We ended up adding in plugins over the years, and over time, we had so many of them, they ended up conflicting with each other. Number 3, we didn't know exactly the best way to maintain a WordPress website. We knew to do updates, but we didn't have a really good process in place. Number 4, we're using DigitalOcean for our server, and occasionally it would slow down and we need to get a sysadmin to go and speed it up again. Number 5, members would sometimes tell us that the site speed was slow and they couldn't really use the course because it was taking too long for them to access the program. So how did I fix these problems? 1, I ended up asking questions, and 2, I started looking for other options. In one of the business forums I'm in, I asked other business owners that were using WordPress if they also had these problems. And I was surprised to hear that many of them didn't. They actually had a setup in place where they didn't have to deal with any of this stuff. Their website ran quite smooth. They didn't have site crashes. And I was really curious, how were they doing this? I realized that if they weren't having problems, then we shouldn't be having problems either. So there are 4 main changes that we made that really improved things. 1 is we switched to WordPress managed hosting. So we use a company called TuneWP, and they've been phenomenal. A WordPress management service is some company that handles your updates, your security, and overall website performance. When we first signed on with them, they ended up fixing a lot of the conflicts, patches, and customizations that happened over the years. As soon as we signed on with them, we saw instant results. The sites started to work much smoother and our updates went a lot better. 2, moving to Cloudways. So Cloudways also has DigitalOcean servers, but they manage them and they take care of those speed improvements that I was talking about before that the sysadmin used to do. TuneWP has suggested that if we moved over to Cloudways, that would be a better way for them to manage the servers for us. I was a bit concerned about doing that because anytime you do a server migration, there's always a chance for things to go wrong, but actually things went quite smooth. My team did an excellent job at organizing what we needed to do. They were proactive and things went really smooth. Number 3, creating clear SOPs. Our team went through the SOPs and made clear processes and steps for how we should be doing updates going forward. And they've been really detailed and very methodical about going through this. And since they started doing that, it's been like night and day. Things have changed and everything runs a lot smoother. So to give you an example of what that's like, we have a staging site and our development team will first do the updates on the staging site. They'll do some checks to make sure everything works well. If it does, they'll do this update on the live site and then they'll check them again. And that process has been really, really good. Number 4 is organizing our technical team. Now that we had TuneWP to help us, it was just a matter of taking those SOPs, working with TuneWP on doing the updates, and then making sure our technical team knows what was expected. And they really took this and ran with this, so I have to give them a lot of credit. They did a really phenomenal job. And I want to give a big thanks to my team for making all of this happen. None of this would be possible without them. They put in countless hours to make sure all the systems run smooth so I can focus on growing the business instead of dealing with these WordPress issues. So let's talk about the results. The results so far have been amazing. The site runs smooth. I don't hear about any of the issues, and our team has a clear plan for what they need to do if there are problems that pop up. Our site rarely has problems, and we rarely get customer complaints. It's not perfect, but it's far better than it used to be. Our members can count on the site always being up, and our team doesn't have to worry about putting out fires. So next, I'll talk about the 3 biggest takeaways from this experience. 1, take these problems seriously. Not only are they annoying issues, but they hurt your business, they hurt your customer experience, and they just interfere with your peace of mind. 2, ask other people for help. Don't think that you need to solve this by yourself. 3, keep trying until you get it right. You might not get it the first time, but if you keep at it, you'll eventually figure it out. If you want to make your website more stable, I'll put a link down to TuneWP and Cloudways down below. They made a huge difference for us. This change has made my business much better. Our team can now focus on creating content and helping members rather than fixing these technical issues. I feel much better about the business in general. It's really hard to feel confident and to recommend your product if it's always breaking. But now things run smoothly, so I can confidently speak about what the customer experience will be like. Now, on to the F1 clips as promised. This next clip, this is from the beginning of the F1 race in Japan. This next clip is from the Porsche Carrera Cup Japan. Okay, back to WordPress. If you're having similar problems with WordPress, I totally know how you feel. I hope this video helps you and gives you some ideas to try. Remember, you can fix these problems. You don't have to live with these website stresses. What's your biggest problem with WordPress? Let me know in the comments down below.